Alright. Did you actually get to look it up, or did you not look it up? I can explain it real quick. And then I think that we should do regular because this game can be sometimes, I don't know, we could do hardcore. I'd rather just do regular, I think.
Long ago, a young girl went with her mother to pick berries for her father, who was hard at work. But the forest greeted them with a dark, cold silence, the bushes empty. Yet determined to find the berries, the rascal broke free from Mother's grasp and vanished into the trees. Mother's worried cries faded fast as the girl ran on, over vine and under branch, and into the forest deep. Feeling strange eyes upon her, the girl recalled Mother's scary bedtime tales, and her throat became bone dry. Then the Bat Lord appeared. He greeted her warmly and bit his own wing. "Come, child, quench your thirst," he said. So she drank the thick, dark blood and smiled with joy. Passing through the graveyard, menacing storm clouds loomed, and the air turned bitingly cold. The girl was shivering in her thin clothes. Then a dark weaver appeared, and with a click of his fingers crafted mist into a beautiful dress. "Come, child, warm yourself," he coaxed. So she clothed herself and smiled with joy. Across waters deep and ominous she went, hoping a boat she found would carry her home. But hunger's grip tightened and her heart grew heavy. Then the Fish King appeared and offered one of his many fins. "Come, child, eat your fill." So the girl ate and smiled with joy once more. Continuing on, she soon entered the forest's dark heart. Then an iron steed appeared, bearing a beautiful golden gear. The creature said nothing as the girl approached and snatched what she thought was another gift. The horse grew angry and summoned the other monsters. Terror filled the girl's heart as the wild wind rose around the beasts. Suddenly, a witch appeared, dark yet regal. "Gifts we gave, but more you took," she snarled. "So more in turn is due." In a blink, the girl was trapped inside a mirror.
I really don't like the,
She's asleep.
I understand how it, like, ties in, but I really...
Only 6 months old.
It's not
Well,
because
now the
it's
story said it was
creepy,
traditional.
it's really not creepy,
A
but
local
I just don't
tale.
like, I don't like foreshadowing. I
Besides,
really like
Rose doesn't
the
seem to
plot
mind.
unraveling
Because she doesn't
in a
understand.
natural way.
Thank God. We moved
I
her
don't-
so that she wouldn't have to deal with any of that, remember?
There's
I
nothing
don't
wrong
like,
with my memory. You're just being paranoid.
It's not... Never mind. I'm sorry. But I'm not paranoid. I'm just cautious.
Then, go cautiously take your daughter to bed.
Mia's kind of fucked up in this one.
I'll finish dinner.
Sort of, at least.
It's okay, Rose. Your mother doesn't want to remember it. I can't blame her.
The,
Did you say something?
Nothing. I'll put her down.
I don't know if we can run. I don't think we can.
There. It's like I said to your mom. That book's too scary for you.
No, I said in the first one. Her personality isn't, though.
sweetheart. Don't you worry. I'll be right downstairs. Daddy won't let those weird fairy tale monsters get you.
Stop being crazy. I'm trying to figure out what button is run. I can't find it. Hopefully, it's a button that we can use.
Why do I even keep this around? Gotta do a deep clean before Rose starts walking. Everyone's forgotten about this already.
You're not gonna read the fine details, right? You can skim the title and see what it's about. And I really don't like shit like this. Like, Eastern European castles. Like, really? Really, 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 really. Like, first of all, everyone who's playing this, not literally everyone, but almost everyone who's playing this, has been keeping up with, like, the trailers and stuff like that. So we know where we're going. Like, do you seriously have to fucking include shit like foreshadowing to the finer details of, like, obviously we're gonna go to a castle? Like, I don't really like that shit. He's schizophrenic, that's why he's laughing to himself.
I wish it could stay like this forever.
And talking to himself. Sorry, I didn't mean to skip it. It's thing. It's a medical document. It's a HIPAA violation. Oh, okay, thanks. Very fascinating, yes.
Mia makes everything by hand, so this stuff keeps piling up.
What is this stuff? If she makes it by hand, then why does it look like it's bought from a store? What the fuck? I don't understand. Why do they have this? This comes from an office. That's so bizarre. Why do they have this? Well, that's good. They're not doing any sugar. Should have brought my glasses.
Their new book.
Alright, you ready?
Is she okay?
Sleeping like a baby. That smells good. What's that?
Oh, hands off,
This is
mister.
my normal
It's
microphone.
Chauvet de Lagoon.
The
It's
one
a
that
local
I
recipe.
Wow, you've gone full
like.
native.
The one that I
Local
use
wine,
for like
too.
important shit.
But if you're gonna keep
the
sulking all
newest
evening, maybe you
headset.
shouldn't have any. You
Why?
really have to stop worrying.
It's just finding you in Louisiana, the pregnancy, Chris moving us here, military training, it all happened so fast, you know?
Well, at least we're all together. You, me, Rose. Now, everything's gonna
Seriously? Think we can just forget about what happened in Louisiana?
be... It happened so long ago. I don't understand why you are so...
Mia, get down! Mia!
And then this part. I really don't like Resident Evil 8. I'm probably gonna complain about it the whole time, but
Oh, God. Chris? What the hell?
Sorry, Ethan.
No! What? Why?
Go on, move! All clear.
Rose? What the hell are you doing with my daughter?
Package secured, sir. Take him away.
I said get your hands off her!
Ethan, no.
Rose.
Get him out of
you already know the story really well, do you not? I'm not spoiling anything, right? Not just like knowing like the characters and stuff, but like
Hey, Doc.
Hello, Mr. Winters. I've got your daughter's results back, and I'd like you to come in to talk about them. How about next Thursday, 4 o'clock?
No problem. We'll be there.
That was the doc. She'll see us next week. Hey, now. Think positively, all right? We talked about this.
I know. We hardly talk about anything else. I keep telling you, it's not Rose that I'm worried about.
Well, then what are you worried about? Look, she's gonna be fine. I just know it. What else matters?
We matter, Ethan! You matter! You just...
Mia, what are you talking about? Is there something you're not telling me? Come on, talk to me. Damn it.
okay, so then I shouldn't talk about the events, right? I won't ruin it then, if it was a long time ago.
Jesus.
Yeah, but I don't want to ruin it.
What are you
I
talking
can talk about other things.
Where's Chris Redfield? And Rose? Fuck. What the hell happened here?
I won't ruin anything. Alright, I'm pretty sure I'm about to ruin it, but okay then. So, when I say sort of, that was not Mia, that's the other lady being a shapeshifter and like pretending to be Mia or whatever. that's why she's being a bitch. Anyway, and then I really don't like how they make Chris like so dramatic to like paint him to set him up in this villain esque like um perception only to later on say no, I was with you the whole time. I just didn't tell you that it was actually blah. Like, really? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, that's the most pathetic like plot twist I've ever seen in my entire life, perhaps. And then if you pay attention like around us, you're gonna see some feet and stuff like that. I think it's when we get past this little drop. I think it's like up here. Yeah, that's, you can see like feet. No, that's really not how it works, but that's the excuse that they go with in the game, but that's really not how it works at all. And then this is what I told you with earlier when we were playing Amnesia. This is the apparitions thing where it's too early in the game to actually die to anything, so you can literally just run through. You don't have to be scared or worried or anything that they're gonna attack you or you're gonna see something scary, really, because nothing is a threat to you at this point in the game. So I really don't like shit like that because it like, I don't know, there's no gravity to anything if you know that you cannot have any repercussions from it, right? It's this similar thing to what we talked about earlier and what I've talked about before. My nose is really stuffy today. I mean, it kind of goes along with my throat feels not well, but there's like, you can just like, you know, walk around, look around. You see the boards falling, and oh, it's spooky, but like, there's nothing that's gonna hurt us in this first section, so like, it literally doesn't fucking matter at all. So like, if this was later on in the game and we had a weapon or we had health or something like that and it was possible to take damage, then I would be like, oh, we gotta, like, you know, I gotta not get seen by this thing wherever it is. But it's so early on, like, I already know that it cannot hurt me. Even if I didn't play it before, I already know that it's not gonna kill me, so it literally doesn't matter at all. And yes, we are. We are. I really like the blood on the floor in this shot, though. Really quick, he's gonna lift his hand. And this blood looks really accurate. The blood on his hand there. I do like that. That is probably one of the best parts in Resident Evil horror. Ironically, it's not like a horribly scary part, but like the graphics wise, like the representation of it. If you actually look at his hand in that shot, I can't like replay it or anything, but like if you look at his hand, the way that the blood actually goes into the folds of his like skin and it separates out, it gets thinner and transparent in like the some parts, and then the platelets collect in the
Hell am I?
deeper areas, like in the where his fingers like bend and stuff like that. I do like that. That's really accurate. Most games don't have such detailed blood. It'll just be like your hand is all red. It looks like you fucking just touched a newly painted wall or something stupid. So I really do like that, but a lot of the other shit I don't like very much. Besides the graphics. This horse is okay. It's not literally okay, it's dead, but like the graphical like rendering of it is pretty good. The blood in this cold environment, like what we looked at before was like a little warmer, and probably you could assume it's like more fresh or something. This blood is like all congealed and stuff like that. It's like it's almost like you know, like black pudding or something like that, which is not something that you should look up, but um it's that's what blood would look like if it was, you know, all cold and congealed and stuff like that. It's beginning to coagulate and whatnot. I don't know about the egg renditions. I would say the eggs don't really. I guess I don't know what eggs these are specifically. Chicken eggs don't really. I would say the yolk stays intact. I don't know. Maybe
Maybe they're out.
maybe it's like permissible. This food looks good. Or it looks okay. It looks edible. Now the horse is gone. I also don't like that. I think they could have saved that for like later on when they're introducing some of the bigger monsters, and that would have been really cool. But they wasted it on an opening apparition, just like the other apparitions that I talked about, where we already know that nothing is gonna happen, and so they wasted this suspense element on they wasted a suspense element at a time where we know that there's no danger. And there is this really nice background music that's like steadily playing, and it's like it's kind of loud, but it's kind of low and like changing in pitch, and it gives you this this feeling of dread, of looming uh you know, threat. But um I don't think that they should have, you know, like played all their cards immediately. I think they should have saved some stuff for later on, because essentially they wasted a lot of shit. Like right now we hear the thumping that sounds like it's on the roof, but we know that we can't get hurt, and we know that like nothing's gonna come out or anything. It's really kind of just stupid, you know, like doesn't actually like it would be scary, you know, if it were just a little bit later in the game or something. If we got a health item or a weapon or some sort of thing, you know, then it would be scarier, because then it's like, oh, that could actually kill me. But right now it's just like a lot of hype and no delivery.
What happened?
Also, if we want to test it, this is what I was talking about. So if you're looking this way and you do a quick turn, it'll bring you back to the center, like complete center, like up and down as well. So if I'm doing this, it also does it. And that is just super duper robotic. Like when I want to quick turn, I don't want to like, you know, I just want to turn, you know? I want the turning part. I don't want to like center up with the, like the X and Y axis, you know? Like I want to turn around. So movement like that is like super duper robotic and like it's not a huge thing obviously, but it's just it's lamentable because like that's easily avoided. I do like some of the houses here. Obviously I wouldn't want to be here particularly because they don't seem to have very good internet, but I do like some of the way, like, I like this. I don't really know if it works like that. We looked up the name of this, like, in a different stream. I forget what it's called, where there, it's like a bowl of fire. I don't remember what it was called when we looked it up, but I do think that that would probably not be good for like the wooden supports that's hanging directly underneath. If the chain was longer, if it sat down like here, then it would probably be fine. And then there's like an outdoor sink, which is interesting but like odd. I do like the way that some of the houses are set up though. And then yeah, we did. We did. I don't remember what it's called though. It's got some name. It's not like a candelabra. It's similar, but it's not a candelabra. It's one of those kinds of things. So now we finally get a weapon, and now we know that we can encounter some bad shit, you know? I really don't like, though, the, some force could break it. He says he's got military training that should go along with physical fitness, and yet he cannot break open a box without a knife. Like, okay then, I guess, sure, maybe. But, like, I like that Leon can break it even when his knife is broken. He can break into the boxes and the vases and stuff like that. Just, like, kicking them instead of, like, being a pussy. This part is also not real.
No, friendly. Friendly.
Who are you? Who sent you?
Nobody. There was an accident down the road. What's going on?
Oh no. They're coming.
Yeah, probably because you just shot.
What the hell was that?
You have a gun?
What?
Please tell me you have a gun.
No, why would I?
No, why would I? Anti-gun propaganda.
Take it! Take it!
Why shouldn't you, is the real question. But this handgun kind of looks like, like...
Are you listening?
Take!
They stole this from Jurassic Park. Also, this part does not make sense at all.
Dead body? Wait, there's more.
So, like, if he got dragged underneath the floor, and he didn't get dragged very far, because the floorboards are right here. Like, the rest of the room is, like, literally right there. If we got dragged right here, where is the person who dragged us down here? Because I don't see him. You know, like, which... These are all dead. So, like, there's no reason to... How do we check inventory again? It doesn't exactly look like mine, but it looks... It's similar, like in size and in shape a little bit. It has, like, a lot of rounded lines in the design. I can't tell exactly what model this is. I would be willing to bet that it's something that they just kind of made up themselves. That is not what it should look like when you look down the barrel. But you can actually, when I say that, all right, so this part where it's cut out right here, the slide where it's got these scrapes, is right above the trigger. It's right. You see that pin? Wait, wait, wait. We can yeah, we can pan. So it's like right above this pin is the back of it, that cutout in the slide. That cutout is called the ejection port. And the block of metal that's sitting in the ejection port currently, because the slide is forward, is the chamber of the barrel. Now, if you look, there's a hole at the left side above the grip panels. The grip panels are these. They're little slabs of material. It doesn't have to be anything particularly strong. Plastic, wood, that kind of thing. But there's a little hole that we're looking at right there. I'm sure you can see it. It's a hole, like, almost dead center of the screen. That hole, that would not be there if this was, like, a real firearm. And also, we can, like, see all the way, like, we can see through not only, like, you should be able to see into the barrel, obviously, because the barrel is hollow. You should be able to see into the chamber, because the chamber is always attached to, I mean, it's not always. In a revolver, it's not physically attached to the barrel, but it's going to be, you know, in line with the barrel so that I can fire. But we can see past both of those things. We can see past the chamber all the way into this hole, which is weird. What should be there is a capturing pin for the extractor. Because the this piece of metal that goes from the ejection port here to that hole, that is the extractor. And it needs some way of being held. And there is no pin on the top. There's actually, is that little round thing supposed to be a pin? Maybe that could be, I guess that little round. It's not like really in the right place though. It could be. I'll give it a pass. I'll give it a pass. That little round thingy could be the pin that's supposed to hold it in, but it's still not in the right place. It should be farther back because it has to spring over the extractor is a spring-loaded piece. It's like a flat spring. It's like the spring on a pen clip, like the thingy that holds the pen to your pocket, you know. And it has to flex over the rim of the round uh, when it is in use. It's nice that there's details. The rest of this looks relatively normal. Um, there is a weird thing. So the rear sights have the yellow visibility dot on them, but the front sight doesn't have shit. It has like I'm trying to do my best to zoom in. Uh, it's hard to see, but the front sight, it has a hole in it for, you can see it right there. It has like some sort of hole in it for a high visibility thingy so that you can see it better. Like mine has like tritium, which is a isotope of hydrogen with a phosphor insert in it, and the radioactive isotope interacts with the phosphor and it makes this glow. It's a safe radioactivity. It's I believe it's beta decay. It's not like gamma or anything unsafe like that. But it has a hole for something and then there's nothing there. So it's kind of weird. The rest of this is also accurate for like generic things. The red dot that you see there, it should be red because if it wasn't red, then that would mean the gun is unsafe. That this lever next to the red dot should be the safety. Um, so if red is showing, red is dead. Red means you're ready to fire. If white or some other color is showing and red is not showing, then you're unsafe. Although you should train with it enough to the point where you don't need to look at the safety to know whether it's engaged or not. And then I don't know. That's pretty much everything we could talk about. The rest of it is pretty decent. The shadow play. Like the lighting, the ray tracing and stuff like that? Yeah. I think that's what you're trying to say. The ray tracing is really good. Um, a lot of games didn't have ray tracing until like I don't know, like 6 years ago ish. Um, and then now it's really nice. A lot of games have ray tracing, like the pictures I showed you of Elden Ring when I was on that bridge with the horse. You could see the rays of light going around it, casting a shadow. You're cute, but I think I'm always gonna know guns better. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe not. Anyway,
Jesus Christ.
not because it's you, but just because
What
humans
the hell
are
is wrong with
humans
you
are more
guys?
complicated than guns. Considerably more complicated. If you get down to the specifics of like genetics and stuff like that. Oh shit. Oh shit. So this part is what I was saying I don't like.
What was that? No.
I'm not gonna kill this guy because I don't wanna. pretty sure if I grab this, he just goes away. Yeah. But I really don't like the blood fountaining shit. Like, out of his hand, like, yeah, that would bleed a lot. And yeah, it would be painful and whatnot, obviously, but like, it wouldn't be that much. Like, the video that I was going to send you is the most I've seen blood ever fountain out of someone, and that's because he got shot in the face. And he also got shot in the upper chest, and I think the hydrostatic shock bursted some vessels. Some of the, as you know, humans and animals in general have like millions of capillaries. They're the smallest blood vessel. They're kind of a different type in between veins and arteries. I'm sure you know that shit already though. But those cannot handle like a lot of pressure. And when you get hit by high velocity blunt projectile especially, but not limited to those, but like especially high velocity and blunt projectiles, your tissue does this thing. It's like a sponge. It's like slapping a sponge, you know, all the water comes out the sides. And it comes out pretty fast. And any tissue that's to the sides gets hit with this hydraulic force because the fluid, the liquid, the blood, and other fluids as well, like lymph. What the fuck am I saying? Nymph. I'm sorry. Lymph and other things that come out of your body, those are going to be forced into the surrounding tissues as well at that high velocity, and it works just like a hydraulic thing, you know, like a hydraulic arm or anything. Except instead of extending a hydraulic arm, your vessels just explode. Does that not trigger it? Oh, it doesn't trigger it. I forgot. You have to walk up the stairs and break the stair. Ah. The stair broke. Yeah, I've played it a few times. That's not. I mean, that's sort of why I'm not enthusiastic, but like, sort of not. Oh fuck. I didn't pull it fast enough. I pressed it, but like, after he started the animation. Fuck. I let go of it. That's okay, we have help. It takes some getting used to. There's a little delay. I don't think like it's pretty slight, but it's there. If you time it right, you can like kick them or something.
Hello. If there are any survivors out there, come to Louisa's house near the fields.
Survivors?
Alright, really quick, I think this I think chocolate's gonna help my throat. Accurate caveman mating ritual. I don't know about that, maybe. I mean, I suppose it's probably not that far off, at least. I'm gonna have this chocolate caramel thing. I think it helps. I'm not crazy about this part. I mean, it's like an interesting one, but I do sometimes die here because I just run out of ammo or something. I like this shotgun, it's very ornate.
Damn it.
Yeah, no, I'm really not. Ah, I'm so scared. See, why don't I get it from there? I timed it pretty well. Oh wait, I shouldn't use that yet. I also don't like that stuff like this stands out from the environment. Like, it's supposed to do that for a reason so that you catch it, so that you see it really quickly, but I don't really like it. I think it should just be like, I think it should just be like blended in like it usually would be. Did I waste that? You think I survived long enough? I like their weapons though, I really do like their weapons. Alright, so what I like about that, well, let's go over what I don't like first. I know it's not going to be a shorter list, but it's kind of more relevant right now. Him being shot in the leg with an arrow would kill him, like, very quickly. If it landed in his lower leg, I would permit it. If it landed in his calf, I would permit it. But it landed in his quadricep, and that is pretty much a kill shot. You don't really... Once you shoot someone in, like, the leg, you pretty much don't have to worry about them. You can just, like, run away for, like, a minute, and then they just die. There's really nothing they can... Like, you can apply a tourniquet, but the likelihood that they will put their gun down, or whatever weapon they have, the likelihood that they'll put their guard down to get out medical supplies like that is incredibly low. Like, they're gonna be worried about you, and then they're just gonna bleed to death. It's gonna be pretty fast. Um, you'll see me probably use tactics like that in other games later on, but you really don't have to do much after a critical shot like that. It would have been more permissible if he got hit in several other places, like if he got hit like the lower leg, the hand. I mean, I suppose he's already been hurt in his hand, so they probably didn't want to target his hand again. Like not the lichens, but like the story writers, the script writers didn't want him to get another injury to his hand, because then it would look weird, I guess. I don't know. The other thing I don't like is that sequence at the end was literally Resident Evil 4 with the bell getting the Ganados away from... What the fuck, where is it? Fuck, where's the money? Oh. But it's literally Resident Evil 4. Like, if this game did not have enough parallels already, just because of the inherent fact that castles are always occupied, like, by surrounding village, because someone has to serve the castle, right? You have the landlord, originally in feudalism, the lord of the manor, and then you have the servants, the peasantry, the farmers and stuff like that, who the landlord overwatches them and whatnot. There's a relationship, but they obviously they don't have the. It's not mutual, and I mean it is mutual. It's not like perfectly balanced. It's mostly one-sided.
We give glory.
Hello? You shouldn't be out here. It's not safe. What the hell?
Why is
Hey,
he
can you
trying
hear me?
at all?
It's you, the child's father.
Child? Hey, wait. Do you mean Rose? Is she here?
Rose! Rose, yes. She is in great danger. Since Mother Miranda brought her to the village, we have fallen into darkness.
What are you talking about? The monsters?
The castle bell heralds danger. They're coming.
No. Wait. Where's Rose? Who's Mother Miranda?
The bell tolls for us all. They're coming again.
Rose is here?
I'm so scared of a lady laughing to herself. So, like, here's the thing, alright? Essentially, like, why is Ethan telling anyone that it's dangerous, that they shouldn't be out here, if the person looks like that? If the person is, like, drawing shapes in the snow in an area where the lichens just went past, laughing to herself, like, how much pattern recognition skills do you need to, like, understand that clearly she's not the one who's in danger? Like, at the very minimum, you don't even have to say, oh, she's the bad one, she's the she's behind it. You don't even have to jump to that conclusion. All you have to do is say, clearly she was not in danger, because she appears to be an old woman. She appears to be in a more vulnerable state, and they did not harm her. And she doesn't seem to have been contested or accosted at all. So, it's kind of common sense. Like, I just think the writing for this game and, like, a lot of shit is, like, so subpar. So subpar. The graphics, I think that if this game did not have good graphics, it would have got absolutely shit reviews. Like, literally, it would have got the worst reviews out of, like, almost all of the the Resident Evil games because it's so bad, but people like permit it because it has like some features that are like I don't know, decent, acceptable. It's fun to play, sort of, in a way. At least it was fun. I don't know. It's not like unfun, but it was you know, it's more fun than the other games previous to this. Like you yeah, Resident Evil 4 was good. Obviously, is more than good. But when this came out, 2018 or whatever, was it 2018? No. Why do I think everything came out in 2018? When this came out, like 2021 or something, um, people are not gonna want to play Resident Evil 4 when it came out more than 15 years prior to that. Like, there's gonna be some people, a very, very small few people who will want to play that, and there's gonna be a lot of people who will have enjoyed it, but they'd rather play something newer. At least like within the last like 5 years, right? Just because of the standards that we change, you know, over time. What we come to accept is, you know, normal, bare minimum kind of level. But I don't know. I think that if this game did not have good graphics and if it was not fun, if it had like more annoying sequences, it would have got absolutely bottom tier reviews. It would have got like everyone shitting on it because it's really not that good. It's like a bad game dressed in some fancy clothes, you know? Lamentably, even if you put makeup on a pig, it's still kind of a pig. And while you may have fun, like, fucking it, it's not really, like, the same as, like, you know what I'm saying, right? You know what I'm getting at. Anyway. Seek out the crest is Louisa's house. We already know it's over there, but I don't know. I'm just looking at the fucking lore document things. We already killed all the goat statue thingies and all the other stuff, so there's not really anything else besides like collecting treasure and whatnot. I do want to mark these though. I want to interact with them because I will forget what key opens them, so I do want to touch them at least once so that they're marked on the map. And then the game should never allow you to do this because they were removed for a reason. So if they were removed for a reason, then whoever removed them could just as easily hide them again if we put them in when we're not ready to go through the door itself. But for some reason, you're always allowed to do that. You're always allowed to just, like, put parts in, like, and walk away, you know? Even though anyone could just take the part back out of the door. But, anyway. What I like about that sequence was that it's kind of scary. You get to see the lichens real close up. You get to engage in the fighting. You get to see the big leader one. And then you get to see like the you get to see the what is it? Like the horseback ones, which is interesting. It's kind of weird that they don't show up again, the horseback lichens. I always miss that one because I never crouched down. And then this sequence is scary too because the grass moves. You see like the grass moving. As soon as they get in their positions, it'll start. Okay. As soon as we get close, then yeah. You see this. But they kind of stole that. I mean, you can't really I don't know, you can't really steal it, but they did kind of steal that from Jurassic Park as well. So they have like a lot of like not very original ideas, which is fine. You don't have to be original. You don't have to do everything before other people. That's fine, but like it is nice to have some originality. I'm just gonna run past him because he's like right there, and I don't think anything is gonna happen if I do. I can see him moving right there. I don't really have any desire to like
Close the door.
waste ammo on them.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Stay back.
Please, don't hurt us.
Whoa. It's okay. I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just glad to see normal people at last. Have you seen any other survivors?
No. They're all in Louise's house. And she's not answering and the gate is locked.
Quiet girl. He's an outsider.
I also really don't like this because this is a trope.
There's sitting ducks in here. Can your old man walk?
No. One of the monsters cut him. He's lost a lot of blood. We have to get into Louise's house.
Quiet. Must be a way inside. Stay here. Be quiet. And don't move until I get those gates open.
Are you still awake, baby? What I was talking about is that this is the classic trope of like person distrusting and then the other person knows that they're desperate and seeks help anyway. You see it in like every apocalypse movie of any kind. And like I was saying, you don't have to be original 100%. If you tried to be, you would probably have like a very hollow media, whatever it is, game, movie, audiobook, whatever the fuck it is. You should try to avoid tropes because a trope is something that's very overdone. A cliche is, in essence. So it's like it's really like I don't know.
Come on,
It's silly to like include anything like that.
Took your damn time.
Oh, you're welcome.
And then he's like super ungrateful, which is part of the trope. Took your damn time, but
I'm sorry.
he was planning on dying in that shack. He would have never got in here, so he took his time really.
Hey, do you know anything about what's going on around here?
It doesn't make any sense. Mother Miranda has always protected us.
Nobody's answer.
Father? We have to get inside.
Hello? Anybody home?
Maybe a familiar voice. Louisa! Open up! It's me, Elena!
Stop shouting. You'll draw the monsters.
Julian, calm down.
Who's this?
A friend!
Stay back.
Father! For God's sake, Julian, let us in.
No, they'll smell the blood. You'll endanger us all.
My father will die out here.
That's not my problem.
What's going on?
These people want to let a dying man into our home.
Come now, these people are our friends. Go on, go inside. Come now, this way. You're not from this village.
No. I'm Ethan.
Julian, go make yourself useful and check the grounds. I said go! Well, if Elena trusts you, then so do I. Come inside, Ethan.
See, that kind of thing is great, unless you live in a society full of
Wait here.
hollows.
I'll check on the others.
If everyone actually had some good critical thinking skills, then that would be perfectly acceptable. But unfortunately, that is not the world that we live in right now. So, when I said that there will come a time where you can trust your emotions and stuff like that, the more you surround yourself with like the right kind of you know like knowledge and like I don't know, the right kind of, I'm saying a more full, a more whole knowledge of topics and stuff like that. And the more you surround yourself with the right people, like people who also are willing to accept things that they don't necessarily like, to learn things that they don't necessarily want to know, but things that they have a duty to know, then and only then can you trust, oh, my friend values you, so I do too. Or, oh, you know, I feel this way about something because I'm at that point you're already familiar with how to, you know, solve problems and stuff like that. I'm gonna save here. I guess 14. Just remember 14. Not that I'm gonna play a different thing, but just in the event that I forget, we saved on 14. And then also the thing that I don't like about that is that when the door opened, they did the super duper ultra dramatic thing where he points the shotgun through the door first before you see anything else. That is complete horseshit. You would never, ever, ever want to do that. That is how you lose control of the firearm, and that's how you die. Because if the door is halfway open and you're sticking the gun through it, it's incredibly easy to point the gun away from you and to use the door itself. Like, if I swing this open and there's a guy on the other side of it pointing, as long as I can get out of the way of the firearm itself, as soon as I get out of the way, I can throw the door open, and what happens? The door hits him probably in the face because he's standing right there, you know. Like, maybe it hits him in the hand or in the arm, but it's still like enough to knock him over, because like you're not just gonna open it with your hand.
Gonna get us all killed.
Wife, Anton. He helped Leonardo and Elena.
We were doing fine by ourselves.
Please, Ethan, take a seat.
Is this all that's left?
You could easily kick the door straight into him, or you could run your whole body weight into the door. So then he's gonna be on the ground.
Wailing, bitch! And you drag a bloody man and an outsider in here like it's nothing, and expect to be all safe? There is no safe! Every sorry bastard out there has been ripped in half. But tomorrow, Tomorrow we'll all be dead. Just like her damn husband. Put a sock in it, Roxana!
That's enough! This house has protected my family for generations. And drunk or not, you are all welcome and safe in here.
Whatever.
Can someone please tell me what the hell is going on here?
We don't know. One day we were a quiet, devout village, and the next, the monsters came and attacked us. And they kept coming.
Wait, Louisa, where is your husband? Did they?
No. No, he is out there. Somewhere. He went to get help. Yes, that's it. He went to fetch help.
Let us pray. For him. For all of us.
Good idea. Come. Gather.
I hope you don't find it rude for me to talk over this, but in essence, when you kick the door into him, and when you tackle him with the door,
Deliver us into fate's hands.
he's gonna be on the ground. He's gonna be wrestling you for the shotgun or whatever other.
At the end.
In that case, it was a shotgun.
Life and in death, we give you glory, Mother Miranda.
He's gonna be wrestling you for it
Tea should be ready.
while you are completely free to kill him if you have a knife or something like that.
Give me that. Bitch is crazy as a bag of rats.
There is wisdom
There's no
in her devotion, though. And I hope it protected her as it shall protect us.
I really want these people to shut the fuck up so I can talk.
What are you doing?
Leonardo, what's wrong? Are you okay?
Father!
Elena, no, stay back!
No, let me go!
We have to go!
Let him go!
Elena?
I said no! Oh my god. I'm so sorry, Father.
Oh my god, can we skip this bullshit? I really don't want.
You did the right thing. Elena, no! There's nothing you can do!
Papa!
This entire place is collapsing!
No!
You couldn't save him. He was already gone.
Leave me alone.
No, we're getting out of here. Together.
Alright, so the like when you tackle the door into him or when you kick the door into him and you're trying to wrestle mainly when you tackle the door into him, because if you kick it into him, he's probably gonna let go of the shotgun. Whatever he's pointing through the door. In this case, it was a shotgun. But if you tackle him through the door, if you swing it onto his side and you use it to stun him and push him down, he's gonna be wrestling you for the firearm. There's absolutely no way he can let that go. If he lets that go, he dies. But at the same time, if you have a knife or something like that, you can also kill him. Very easily, because there's no way for him to do both things at the same time. There's no way for him to wrestle the shotgun away and also restrain your arms, like, simultaneously, and protect his own vital uh, areas like neck, rib cage, you know, anything. It's impossible for him to do that. So if you get him on the ground with the firearm pointing away specifically, like if you get shot because you move and he calls your bluff or whatever, he shoots you, then you're obviously dead. There's nothing you can really do. Um, but if you get that first step, it's pretty much completely at like it's there's nothing he can do after that. He's already fucked up. He's already killed himself essentially by hesitating. And that's why I was saying to you earlier the other day that it's important that you do not hesitate, because if you do, that's your critical point. You've already lost. If you let them get close to you with a knife or something like that, and you let them redirect your firearm, you've already lost. You're already dead. You've killed yourself because you didn't shoot them fast enough. I'll sleep in 10 minutes. We can stop in 10. Thank you. Okay.
Damn, the fire's moving fast.
What are you thinking?
Step back. We can bust out with this.
Ethan, are you all right?
I'm fine. Let me back up again.
The fire. There isn't any time.
Open up. Grab him. Hurry.
Also, shooting your own party who's turned zombie-like and whatever is also a trope.
Thank you, Ethan. You're kind. I hope your family is safe.
I do too. Once we get out of here, maybe you'll get to meet them.
That'd be good.
Come on, it'll hold. There, that's our way out.
Thank God. But what then? The village is still full of monsters. We can't fight them. There's too many.
Hey, don't talk like that. We'll find a safe house to put you in until I can find my daughter. My hunch is she's in that old castle.
No. That place is full of nothing but blood and death. And I don't want to be alone while you're... Father?
Elena, no. That's not him. Not anymore.
He said my name. Father!
Wait, it's not safe. Stay there. Come on. Give me your hand.
Ethan, go. Save your daughter.
Elena, don't give up. Reach for me. God damn it. Why is everyone dying on me?
This scene is really pathetic for several reasons.
What?
Obviously, I don't like her character where she just, like, gives up. But also it's pathetic because There's absolutely no way he would look like that after exiting the room that this whole house fire started in. He would not just have a few flames on him with still white hair and shit. He would look like Anakin Skywalker after crawling up the fucking the lava slide thingy. He would be completely incinerated. Also, that would hurt like really badly. What he just did. And Ethan acts like a moody teenager, where he like pounds on shit when he's annoyed. And then I don't know even like it would have been more interesting if she survived. And I also don't really buy the idea that
There. Stop! Mother Miranda! Hey!
What was that?
and then I don't think we can pick up his shotgun even though he died right here and there's blood. For some reason we still can't pick up his gun even though it would be right there. And then what else? Yeah, we can save right here. The typewriter's in the church. She's gonna give us some stupid ass dialogue and then I'll save it. Actually, let's hold on. Let's get this really quick. And then 'cause I don't really like coming back to this area that much. I do like that the title screen's right here. And then you can't aim at her. If you're aiming and then you go over there to her, it stops you. Anyway, we'll save here. Oh fuck. I have infinite ammo on this. But I think you can turn it off somehow. Options. Game settings. Oh, you have to turn it off from the menu. I'll turn it off when we... Well, I just saved actually, so... I'm gonna take this... No, fuck it. I won't take that. I was gonna say I'll just... I'll save it now so I get, like, the 4 extra rounds I put in there, but it's not a big deal. Yeah, it is cliche. Alright, so now we saved and then turned it off, so it's fine. Oh, the other thing I was gonna say is that, so he would be burnt really badly. He would not be recognizable in that scene, and also, obviously I don't like her giving up. I don't like her just being a bitch and being like, no, I'll die here. You go save your family for no reason. And then also, lastly, the thing I was gonna say is that um despite the very detailed blood, the very realistic blood, I might say, not just detailed, but like it's nice. It's like almost photorealistic blood. At the beginning, uh, they don't include things like death screams, like in a realistic way. Like, yeah, she screams as she falls, but that fall would not kill her. Like, she would be burning to death as Ethan talks. There's no way that you would, it wouldn't just be like, ah, and then she's dead, you know? She would be engulfed in flames and writhing in pain and, like, screaming horrendously for, like, probably, like, 15 seconds before she passed out. Maybe like 10, if you're lucky. Maybe even like 5. Even, but like, the point is that there's like none of it. They just immediately, she fell into the fire, she's dead. And there's nothing. I think there's like, a lot of gravity in the pain that you feel when you die. In showing that kind of shit, like where you hear the screams and shit, like the blood curdling screaming. I think that gives it's the thing that I said earlier, like sense of peril and like not just like sense of peril, but like surrounded by it, like cadavers and other stuffed skulls, that kind of thing. Um, it more heavily grounds the reality of death. And I would like for some game, some horror game someday, even maybe even not a horror game, I don't know, whatever, any game, you know, to include some horrible ass blood curdling screams when someone does not die instantaneously, because it is a little bit chilling and pretty much everything skips over it entirely. Um, like that girl in the video that you sent me, she was screaming and she got beat up. Like, can you imagine what it would sound like if he like threw her face into like the concrete or something like that? Like I'm talking about the screaming that is like choking on blood, like you're like everything doesn't work properly anymore, you know, that kind of shit. That is a little bit it's a little bit disturbing. And I think that disturbing is generally a good thing in horror games. Anyway, are you ready to sleep now, baby? Alright, then I'll end the stream and then I'll text you.